few weeks ago, I was researching vintage keychains and I was absolutely shocked at how much some of these sell for. Take for instance this lot of Jaguar keychains that sold for over $6,500. I honestly thought maybe that was a misprint, maybe that was money laundering or something, but then the more that I found Jaguar and Porsche and Ferrari, all of these luxury vintage keychains can sell for hundreds of dollars. It's no wonder why this lot sold for so much. Or how about modern luxury keychains that can sell for thousands of dollars on their own? I even found some really interesting pop culture vintage and modern keychains that sold for quite a bit, like this Mario lot of keychains, $2,200. But some of the lots that were more obscure or seemed like really common items really got my wheels spinning. Check out this lot, $220 for these plastic skulls. How many of you guys are walking right by these at a thrift store or a yard sale? I know I would have, but not after I did all this research. Or this vintage Nike shoe keychain. I actually have a vintage Nike keychain. I need to find it. I think one of my kids ended up with it. Maybe Israel has it now. But this one sold for $85 for one keychain. It got me to thinking, if I could find a lot of keychains, there's potential, there's possibility that one of these big heavy hitters could be in there. If nothing else, it seemed like a lot of keychains were selling for at minimum $1 a piece over on eBay. But again, if you are lucky enough to find something like this Lisa Frank keychain, that one keychain could sell for 80 bucks. Even those plastic advertising keychains that used to be everywhere when we were kids, yeah, those sell for quite a bit when lotted up, especially if they're American car brands. I knew that locally there wouldn't be a whole lot of value to something like this, so I decided to set my sights on Facebook Marketplace. And I found someone within about an hour and a half from me who had 4 lots of keychains they just listed. Now, 3 of those lots were between 100 and 150 keychains each, and they were $25 for the lot. $25 for even 100 keychains, 25 cents a piece. I knew I was going to, at minimum, 4x my money. But some of these keychains look like they could be worth quite a bit more than that. The 4th lot was really awesome. They were new in box. There was only, I think, 35 of those, and they wanted $50. So altogether, all 4 of the lots would have been $125. I messaged the seller to see if they were ever in my area. They weren't, so I knew I was gonna have to drive. We did decide on a place that was about an hour from me, and I asked them if they would take $100 if I bought all 4 lots, everything that they had. They countered at 110. We made a deal, and I drove an hour one way and an hour back to pick up, oh my gosh, this is just one of the 2 boxes. This one's so heavy. I've got this box of keychains, and I've got, this one's quite a bit lighter, this entire box of keychains. I think I'm sitting somewhere around 400 keychains that I got for $110. So again, we're about a quarter a piece, and I'm really hoping that within this lot of keychains, there may be some heavy hitters. So we're gonna go through them together right here, right now. Before I start unboxing every keychain, let me just get the elephant out of the room here. Yes, the hair is quite a bit darker right now. Don't get too attached because I just haven't had time to add the highlights yet. The goal is definitely to go darker, but I'm not leaving it quite like this. I think it'll still be blonde. It'll just be a very dark blonde. But for today's video, you guys get a brunette version of me. And I think this is probably about the tone, about the color that my hair naturally is. Okay, I guess there's nowhere to start but at the beginning. This one is marked lot C, 140. There's supposed to be 140 keychains in this little trash bag here. So, what am I gonna do? Just rip this open. I'll throw it inside this box lid. Oh my gosh, this is just that one trash bag, you guys. All right, I don't know. Perhaps the best way to showcase these is honestly to hold the camera like this instead of me holding them up. Let me get a light source over here for y'all. Okay, I guess let's jump in. This one says Thriller. I saw a vintage keyring like this that was like a sound machine, a noise machine that said Killer once. So I don't know if this is like a knockoff version of it or what. Oh, I have sold these. I've actually sold these little miniature phones for $10 a piece over on my eBay. Yeah, the Princess phone. I have sold these. So you got at least $20 just right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know that these sell for quite a bit over on eBay. I have seen these as necklaces. I've never seen them as a belt. Holy cow, I had no idea this was in here. That's like a little pickleball racket, a little table tennis. These apparently were really a thing, I think in the 80s and 90s maybe. I didn't play with these. I didn't collect these whenever I was a kid, and I was born in 85, grew up in the 90s. But I know people, I feel like it's always folks a little bit older, like a little older generation that had these as necklaces. Do you guys remember these? Oh, look at this vintage 80s bell charm clip-on belt. It's got 12 different charms and it's $54 over on eBay. This is the kind of stuff that I'm hoping to see in today's lot. A gigapet, seriously? A whole gigapet. All right, I'm excited about that. And then I'm sure I will see plenty of like advertising keychains like this and this Remco torque strut and all of these 9 advertising keychains. But I also think we're gonna have our share of really cool little pieces like this little beer mug and this puzzle ball cube. I bet this thing comes apart. What is the tag? I don't know what the tag is on that. This one is pretty cool, a little translucent die. And what kind of bottle is this? Oh, it's a tiny little bottle of Seagram's. See, I feel like something like this, and it looks so old. I feel like something like this would go for quite a bit. Let me see if I can find this on eBay. Definitely only sells for about $4 or so, $4 or $5, but that's 12 times what I paid for it. So I think that's pretty good. I was pretty excited when I saw this until I saw that it says Time Boy, but that is still pretty cool because I guess it's a little clock, a tiny little soccer ball, a pewter Porky Pig, which brings me to some other beloved characters, including E.T. himself. It looks like he's listed various places online between $25 and $30 just for him. A few lesser known characters, but this cute little Stuffins. All of these are advertising keychains also. So some national brands like Kicker Stereo, Brian's Hot Dogs, but some like locally owned banks and things like that. Woolly Willy, which is so cute, and I was hoping I would find the pin and then I noticed it's attached to the side. This one is really neat. It looks like it's from 1996. These are a bunch of sports keychains that I pulled out, including it looks like Dallas Cowboys, a glove, Orlando Magic, and then this entire bundle is all St. Louis Cardinals. And since most of these are from the 90s, that's pretty exciting because that's like Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, that type of era. I don't know who this guy is. He must have been part of the Cardinals Kids Club maybe. Sports Brat is what it says, but that's really fun. Busch Stadium's 30th anniversary, and that Busch Stadium is no longer even standing. Oh, and we have a Houston Astros helmet as well. Whoops, I don't know how this one, oh, that's so cool. It's like lenticular, is that lenticular? Children should be seen and not hurt. Drive carefully. That is really cool. A little key, like a little coin and a Washington, D.C. I don't know how that got in with the sports ones, but we've got that too. I put all of these alcohol and tobacco related ones together. Redmond, Marlboro, some bottle openers. This 8-ball on the back says Old Drum Whiskey. Bud Light, sorry, but you're not taking my Bud Light. Teachers, and then what is this one? I don't know. It's a bottle opener. So all of those. These ones all look like souvenirs, places that they went in the 90s. There's still all of these in the tote here, including a really cool cowboy boot. I could definitely see that as a purse charm. That's pretty neat. This visor is Harley Davidson. That's got to be worth something. It honestly looks like it might be real leather. I thought it was plastic when I picked it up, but this might be real leather. I've got some tiny little bottles of toothpaste here, a Barbie keychain, and this one will not be for sale. I hope my sister sees this one because she will definitely remember me having this exact keychain. I will not sell this. Probably will carry this around as a purse charm, and I don't mean at Halloween. I had this thing, I must have played with this every day when I was a kid, and I don't know what happened to it. So honestly, my heart's really happy. If I got nothing else out of any of this, I'm so stoked about this dude. There were some toys like this and this one that sold online for a pretty good money. This one looks like it's a level. This one has a little cruise ship in it. We have a little, like a cannon. Hollywood Casino, Planet Hollywood. And then is this one of those skulls? I'm gonna have to look this up. Is this one of the skulls that were worth so much that I said I would walk right by? It's in fair condition. We also have a post office keychain here. Another one of the little phones. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, there's still so much in here. Another little pew. A whistle. A little Dutch shoe. Okay, I would say this first lot is a major success. All of this for $25. Oh wait, hang on. There was one more thing in this lot I forgot to tell you guys about. I was pulling them all out as I found them. These are all the automotive ones that I pulled out because apparently they go for a little bit over on eBay. This one is a Eddie Bauer edition Ford leather keychain. This old Plymouth one, I feel like this is probably one of the best ones I've pulled out so far. It says made in Canada. Cape Toyota, these are like local car dealerships, but this is probably one of the best ones that I found so far. Let's go through bag number 2. This one promises 150 pieces, was also $25. And I definitely think we got our $25 worth on that last little bundle. I could see some brand new things in this, including a big boy bendable. Look at that, brand new in the package here. That's pretty cool. It says Laverne, California on the back. 1997 big boy keychain. That's pretty cool. This one is also new in the package, little kind of bunny rabbit. Just go through some of the new ones here. This is a Cave Kids Pebbles and Bam Bam key ring. Really neat little Flintstones branded key ring. And then I think everything else, oh my gosh, yeah, everything else is not new with tags. Let's see what's in here. Oh, there were a few more new with tags. It looks like there were a couple more of these little Easter bunnies in there, new in the package. So all of those cool ones, new in the package within this $25 lot. And where do we start here, guys? Where do we start? Let me pull out all the characters first. Okay, this one was definitely very character rich. We've got Doug Funny, Reptar, Tweety Bird, Yo Quiero Taco Bell. We've got Bart Simpson. Oh my gosh, it's Skeeter Valentine, Barbie, Donald Duck, even a little Snoopy in a snow disc there. Some more Bugs Bunny, a Mario riding Yoshi. Who is this? I just know one of you guys are gonna know exactly who this is. It's just marked applause on the back, TCFFC, applause 1994, but who is he? A book? Is that a book in a spider web? It's definitely a spider web, but is the guy a book? I'm not really sure. Someone comment below and tell me who that is. Looks like maybe Pongo from 101 Dalmatians. A whole lot, oh, I didn't see this. A whole lot of Winnie the Pooh. Gopher and Roo, or She-Kanga or She-Roo. Oh my gosh, who is this? This guy is pretty cool looking. That looks like it could definitely be something. I'll have to look that one up. Oh my goodness gracious. A gremlin. We even have Rocket Man here. Esmeralda, some Disney ones. There were a ton of characters in this one. I saw one sold comp on eBay, called it a Vintage Galaxy Warriors Cobra Man pencil topper. It's a pencil topper too, and it sold for $6.50 plus shipping. Okay, this is a very artistic little doll. It's on a key ring, but while I am looking at this one, I turned it on the back and I noticed this. I was like, do you blow into that? No. And then I got the idea, air needs to move through there somehow. Watch this. You just get air to move through there. Okay, one of y'all had one of these. I know you did. Okay, I just saw this one online and the head is way smaller. So yeah, the head does shrink down into there, but look at this. $50. I gotta find some sold comps for these. Okay, here's two of them sold for $34.85 with free shipping and $38.14 plus $15 shipping. So bingo, this one's a pretty good one. There are 14 McDonald's Tamagotchis. So these ones, they're not actually electronic. Some of them, like the screens move and twist and things, and some of them don't do much at all. But there are 14 of them. I don't know if I'll lot these up, if I may offer these in a purse charm show just simply for the nostalgia. Oh, I think some of these open up. That'd be interesting to see what all these do. But these, again, they're not the electronic ones. I knew these were in the lot, but there were so much other cool things in the lot, and then just the advantage of being able to buy everything. I had to go ahead and grab these. Here are a few different solds on eBay. A lot of 8 sold for $27.80. Looks like $6 for one, $15 for two, $9 for one. So those actually may be better than I thought. Let's sort by the highest, see if there's like any extra ultra rare ones or anything. The highest price ones look like they're still in the package, and then that lot of 8 of them selling for $27.80. So maybe I could get, like, you know, at least 40 bucks for all of them. Here's another lot of 6 sold for $26. A lot of 6 sold for $25. $20 for the blue one, and I know that I had that one. Hang on. Oh, I have 2 of that one. I have 2 of that one, and it sold for $20 for one of them. These are definitely up the alley of stuff that sells on my purse charm shows over on Whatnot. A little backpack, a gumball machine, some pews, another McDonald's Tamagotchi, clackers. This one's not a keychain, but it could easily be turned into one. A Rubik's Cube, 2 Etch-a-Sketches. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to draw a special picture for you guys on one of these Etch-a-Sketches, and I think you may be pleasantly surprised at my Etch-a-Sketch abilities. This cute little ball here for toddlers. This is full of hearts, a Bug's Life, and a bunch of sports balls. I used to love space and alien stuff in the 90s. I found this alien and this really cool one. Kind of wonder if he glows in the dark. He's very bendy. Also, along that same space theme, I found this Star Trek keychain. Looks like it sells for around $7. I found a really cool vintage Six Flags. It almost looks 1970s, but I think it's 80s. Fantastic plastics. It doesn't really say, but really pretty. Is this a keychain? I mean, it's a heck of a large keychain, but I guess it could be. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, a hand? Is that wire in? I guess it was completely posable. That's interesting. And a hand exerciser. A Dare t-shirt. Let's see here. The letter K. A Mickey Mouse shoe. That's pretty cool. Oh, I had one of these too. Why do I feel like mine was pink maybe? I don't know. I did have one of those. What the heck is this thing? All right, let's investigate this a little thoroughly. So apparently these are called gurgling guts, and they're worth about $50. Well, I shouldn't say that they're worth that. 50 and 60 is what these are listed for, but let's go up here and filter by actual sold listings and see how much they sell for. Specifically, how much the one I have sells for. There are 12 sold. Wow, $125 for a full set of 5. Let's see, $60. This is a set for $50, an eyeball for $22. The brain, I think that's the one I have, is the brain, $22.50, but mine has more fluid than that. So fair to say somewhere between $20 and $50 for a gurgling guts brain in a bag. This is disgusting. Which one of you guys wants this? A few more interesting ones that stand out. This is Over the Hill, and it's a little coffin with a skeleton in it. Poker chip. Oh my gosh. This Final Word, Beavis and Butthead MTV noisemaker. Let's see what gems this one says. I am Cornholio. I don't know. This one could be worth something. We have another shoe. This one's like kind of a Timberland work boot. I think this is from a casino. Bud Light. Oh, this roller skate is so cool. Definitely would make an amazing purse charm. Look at that. Look at all of the detail. That's a cool one. Oh my gosh. A little cell phone calculator. This definitely came from the Scholastic Book Club. Absolutely. Some kids spent their entire allowance on this and was like the coolest kid in 2nd grade that day. I think this is supposed to be a liquid hourglass. And a lot of other various everythings. There's a lot in here. I know you guys don't want to see all 450 keychains, or maybe you do. And if you do, I would encourage you to check out my Whatnot, because I'm going to bring a bunch of these probably to Whatnot. Oh, look, this one's a Chevrolet. I'm trying to pull out all, Cape Toyota. I'm trying to pull out all of the car ones. Here is a Ford. That's pretty cool. It's got something on it, but that's a pretty cool one. I gave my son one like that because he drives a Mustang. I think in the 90s, everyone had a #1 shape. You're #1 with us, and it would have somebody's business on it. But yeah, there's just so many still left in here. I was showing my oldest son the Beavis and Butthead one, and this person has one listed for $70 on eBay. I'm not saying I'm gonna get that for it, but I could get a little bit for this one. I mean, I literally think there's hundreds of dollars adding up. Like this one being worth, what, at least $30 a piece? There's a lot just here, and we still have 2 lots to go through. All right, this is another lot. This lot is quite a bit smaller, around 100 keychains, because it comes with all of these brand new Barbie items. I'll show you those. I got all of these Barbie keychains, which I know will sell for at least $10 a piece. This lot was also $25. I got this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, scuba diver Barbie, and 6. So at minimum $60 worth of Barbie keychains there, and everything else still left in this $25 lot. I found another one of these skeletons, and the more I look at it, I don't know, I think mine might have been this guy, and the blue eyes are definitely jogging memory, and I was so nostalgic about the green-eyed one. Anyway, I know I'm keeping one of those, absolutely for sure. This is a brand new in package Titanic one. We got some cat dog, the domino, how cool. A Playmobil Indian, that one is really neat. Another McDonald's Tamagotchi, several translucent dice. Whenever I was looking up the McDonald's Tamagotchi, this guy popped up, and he looked like he was selling for quite a bit. Here's some vintage 7-Up little 6-pack. We got Jetsons, Rosie, and ooh, what's the Jetsons' mom's name? It's not Martha, that would be stupid. Why can't I think of her name? Oh, anyway, I know one of you guys will think of it. I don't know who that guy is, and these were all some really cool ones. But then, look what I found. I found more bell charms. Guys, I had no idea. I would have drove up there to get these if this was the only thing in the lot. This is a chain of them. Look at this comp. This one just sold with 20 charms for $100, and I have 21 charms here. You know I'm gonna go through and see if any of these are like ultra rare or anything. But if there's at least $100 just right here in vintage bell charms. These are not nostalgic for me. Again, they were a little bit before my era. I did not collect these, but if you did, I don't know, you might want to keep your eye on these and the ones that are on the belt that I'm going to be selling. Remember in the 90s how big the Teletubbies were? Lala, Poe, and Dipsy. What was this one? I think maybe was Dipsy. I think the purple one was Dipsy. Another Skeeter Valentine and a Doug. Another shoe. 3 boxing gloves. Look at this little Casper the Friendly Ghost. Some more McDonald's Tamagotchi. Look at an alien on a slinky, which is cool. A little mini Olympus. Some Goosebumps noisemakers. Of course, the batteries are dead. What a shame. A little Coleman lantern. Another, oh wait, I think this one was Poe. Wasn't the red one Poe? The purple was Dipsy, I think. No, Lala. And then the one with like just a long stick on top of his head was Dipsy. I think, I'm not sure. Another little Pew, and this cool little hunter guy. A Colgate toothpaste, some various ones here. Look at this adorable little jackpot, and you can actually pull this down and it spins. And then I have a pink one too, but the pink one, the little arm is broken. But there's 2 of those. All of these various bags and another shoe. And this one is Sea Saints. It's an actual key ring. Again, I think that the girls who love purse charms would love something like this hanging from their purse. Speaking of purses, a whole bag. We'll just nose through some of them that are left here. These little snaky guys, and another random character, I'm not sure. Let's see, we got a Mr. Potato Head. He's really cute. He would make such an awesome purse charm. A little tiger, the bangles, Del Monte, fruit. There's just so much stuff in here. There's a cute little globe. Who is this guy? Oh, I looked him up and apparently he's vintage Tamagotchi from McDonald's also and worth about $14. Stop it. This little piece of Tupperware. Guys, I sold a piece of Tupperware that we made into a key ring. And this is a Tupperware bowl that's already... Are you kidding? That is so cute. I think maybe that's what this one is too, and it's a measuring cup. Here's a lid. Wait, for another bowl? All of these little Tupperware pieces. I know those will sell. Ooh, Harley Davidson. Always a good find. And what is this one? Oh, it's a cute little pencil topper frog keychain. You guys want to see what's inside this one? It's tomatoes in a box. Because why would it not be tomatoes in a box? I definitely think that one was an amazing lot for $25, especially considering all of the ball charms that were in there. I mean, that being $100 alone, I just think that I'm making several times my money so far. All right, the last box is the one that was $50. So they took 15 off of that. $35 is what I paid for this one. And all of these are brand new, including some Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Oh yeah, we have all three of them there together. I think that might help to sell those, selling them as a lot. I did look these up, these Star Wars keychains. There's Chewbacca. These are from 1997. A Stormtrooper. This is the Millennium Falcon and a Luke Skywalker. They're worth about 20, some of them $25 a piece. So probably be able to sell that lot of them for $100. A Small Soldiers keychain, musical key ring. I wonder if this still plays. Okay. No, I think the battery's dead on the musical keyring, unfortunately. Dino. This one says the original Wizard keychain really works. Do tricks, do battle, defy gravity. The world's greatest spinning top. Something like this has got to be worth something, right? I'm gonna look this one up. It looks like this is worth about $20 unopened. Oh my gosh. This is a working ant farm. Like you can actually put ants in there. It says really works. Oh, okay, hang on. Wait. Really works. Oh my gosh, you slide the little I always wanted an ant farm when I was a kid. That is so cute. Look at the little ants. Here is a Tony the Tiger. Some Coca-Cola that are pretty interesting. Toucan Sam. Talking keychain says doobie doobie doo. Bud Ice. We have the Three Stooges. Well, there's two of them here. Surely there's a third stooge somewhere. Stay tuned. The Jolly Green Giant. Ooh, Rolling Stones key ring. And it's different cards. 1983. Okay, that could be worth something and it's never been opened. Look at this. It's a Bubbles keychain. How did they keep from opening these? Okay. Okay, here is a brand new unopened Gigapet from Tiger. That is an awesome score. I'm gonna say at least 50 bucks here, right? A Silly Putty keychain. Pez keychains, including an elephant, a clown, and Uncle Sam. So all circus themed. This is a Godzilla keychain, another Wizard keychain. Here is a little micro-sized yo-yo. Oh, how cute. Hot Wheels. Mr. Peanut keychain, and yes, the third stooge was in there. Oh, this one's so sweet. A Cracker Jack keychain. Look at this. I found another one of these in with the random keychains, and this is a Really Works Toy Story Slinky Dog. Okay, this is so cool. This says it really works also. Try me. It's a Viewmaster. You guys want to take a peek? Oh, look, it's the moon. That is so cool. Do you think we got at least 400, 450 items here? I mean, each one of the $25 lots was over 100 items. A couple of them I think were 150, and then we had 35 of these new ones. So somewhere between 450 and 500 keychains in this lot. I had no idea that it was gonna take over 2 hours to go through those. You can tell the lighting has totally changed. My hands feel a little bit dirty now. Like, it's nighttime. I need to go cook dinner at this point. But wow, what a haul. Tell me what your favorites were, which ones you can't wait to see on Whatnot. I may bring a few of these directly to eBay, but I will try to bring as much as possible to Whatnot. Check down below in the description if you've never signed up for Whatnot. There's $15 free in the description, and I'll pin it also in the comment. As soon as I get this show up, I will have some shorts where I am directing you guys to the show. I may even do a purse charm show on Black Friday, so be looking for that. And then if you stuck around this long, you're owed some Etch-a-Sketch art, so have a look at that, and God bless you guys. Okay, my drawing, which guys, this is like the size of my thumbnail. It's a $sign, and if I could get it to focus, it's a $sign and a little keychain with a key on it. I don't know why the key looks like a chili pepper. Probably because I was tired of sitting in the floor at this point, but the $sign came out pretty good, and the Etch-a-Sketch does work.